First in high definition. Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News Today at 5.
The brutally cold temperatures are here in the Grand Strand and the PD, and the WMBF News team is helping you prepare. Mandy has what's being done to make sure school buses are ready.
Also, Jenna DeAngelis with advice on how to get the most out of your furnace during temperature plunges like this.
But our weather expert Marla Branson, of course, kicks off our team coverage with your first alert forecast.
Thank you, guys. And right now, temperatures have dropped over the past couple of hours. We're now down to 22 in Florence, 27 in Myrtle Beach and Conway, and 22 in Lumberton. And they will continue to fall until we get to about 9 o'clock this morning, and then they'll start to climb again. We'll probably hit our lowest temperature around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock this morning. Currently, it feels like 17 in Myrtle Beach, 13 in Florence, and 12 in Lumberton. These wind chills are also going to drop as we head throughout the morning, so we're talking single digits potentially across the PD is what it's going to feel like by the time you get out and about. Here is that wind chill forecast for today. Notice 7 o'clock this morning, single digits for just about everybody. Heading into at 9 o'clock, which is when the bus will start running for Horry County schools. They're on a 2-hour delay. It's still going to feel like 10 or 11 degrees outside, so really not seeing much relief at all, even as time goes on. Heading into lunchtime, yep, still cold. 14 will be the wind chill in Florence by that point, 16 in Myrtle Beach by lunch, and then heading into the afternoon hours, even in the heat of the day, if you could call it that, temperatures are only going to feel like the upper teens, close to 20. So we have a very cold day on tap. Even though we are on that 2-hour delay because of the cold weather, because of the wind chills, make sure to bundle up those kids. It is imperative that they have on at least a coat when they head out the door this morning.
I was going to say at least, Marla. Thank you for that. 5:02 right now on this Thursday, and with these bitter cold temperatures comes concern about just getting the family out the door safely.
That's right. As Horry County schools are on a 2-hour delay, WMBF News reporter Mandy Knoll is finding out how the school buses will be running for students.
Well, Theo and David, the school district is making sure that all the buses are ready to go with the 2-hour delay this morning without any problems. Now, despite the delay, the bus drivers will be getting here at the same time they normally do. The same time they're expected to be here. Horry County school bus drivers will be in at their normal time of 5:45 to get the buses started and warmed up. This way, if there are any issues, they'll have plenty of time to fix it. The Horry County Schools Transportation Director doesn't expect there to be any issues this morning. According to him, cold weather doesn't affect the buses until the temperature is near single digits. At that point, batteries can be affected. School leaders we spoke with say on days like today, they are prepared and ready.
At 9 o'clock, we'll be ready for children. They'll go to breakfast, and then we're going to resume our schedule as if it was 9:30. So teachers know to just, wherever 9:30 is, that's what they'll pick up in their schedule.
Well, Marla tells me temperatures are expected to rise about the same time your little ones are going to be headed out to the bus stop in most cases. But despite that, they need to be dressed in layers. I have 5 layers on and I'm still cold, 5 layers at least. And school administrators do tell us that if your kids aren't dressed in enough layers and they're not warm enough, they are going to probably in many cases provide them something to make sure that they're warm enough. Reporting live in Myrtle Beach, Mandy Knoll, WMBF News.
Mandy, thank you. And we do want to give you a quick rundown of all the changes in school schedules due to these extremely low temperatures. The Robeson County Public Schools will be on a 2-hour delay for both students and staff. And as Mandy just told you, Horry and Georgetown counties will be on that same 2-hour delay, but for students only. Staff members are asked to report at normal times to allow students to be dropped off early if parents need to do that. For those of you in Marlboro County, schools will start 2 hours later, both today and tomorrow, and Miller Mott Technical College in Conway opening at 10:30.
Well, this cold spell is not going away anytime soon, and the longer it lingers, the more damage it can do to your home heating and cooling systems. Jenna DeAngelis continues our coverage this morning. She's got what you need to do to keep your home warm and costly repairs out of the picture.
Well, Theo, temperatures are dropping so fast, you may feel like your home's heating system cannot catch up. If you're waking up to an issue, or you think you are, there are things you can do right now.
Basically, keep the temperature at a constant. If you're comfortable at 70, this time of the year you want to keep it around 70, especially when it's so cold outside.
Spadone explains the more you fumble with the thermostat, the bigger the issue you can create. You see, most homes work on heat pumps here, and unfortunately, they're not designed for single-digit temperatures. So when we constantly change the temperatures on our thermostats, heat pumps have a hard time catching up. Spadone says once it falls behind, it stays behind. Another common mistake he's noticed is clients turning their systems off during the day and on at night. This could cause your home to reach the outdoor temperatures, which he says can be costly to your health and your wallet. The bottom line, just leave it on so you can focus on taking care of the basics.
Make sure you have a clean filter. Make sure your system has been working properly. If you had a question about maybe it wasn't working that great, you want to call soon and get your system tuned up and checked out.
1 Hour Heating and Air has seen about a 30% increase in calls in the last few days, and they anticipate more calls today. Spadone says as temperatures drop, calls for service go up, so technicians are working double shifts to make sure they get to every customer. Reporting live in the studio, Jenna DeAngelis, WMBF News.
Yeah, and wouldn't it be nice if these dangerous temperatures were kind of hit and run, but they're going to be with us until the end of the week.
And Raycom News Network reporter Andy Wise has some tips on how to stay warm on a budget all winter long.
Energy Pros will tell you the thermostat setting for the average optimal comfort and cost is 68 degrees. And every degree you go above 68 in the wintertime, you add another 4% to your utility costs. But utility costs aren't just about managing degrees, they're about managing devices, vampire appliances. You know, those things in your house that suck the blood right out of your utility budget. Like your cable TV or satellite TV box. If you unplug it when you're not watching or if you're not recording something, you can save up to $18 a month. Laser printers, we all leave them plugged in, but if you unplug them when you're not using them, you can save up to $12 a month. Heck, if you unplug your toaster oven, you'll save up to $2 a month. These appliances add up, and if you don't believe me, believe Gene McGee. When we had MLGW audit the Cordova woman's utility bill, her plasma TV, computer, and other gadgets were sapping her bill every month.
$155.45.
But once she started managing those appliances and set her water heater to a steady 120 degrees, she started saving every month
$35.59. I'm really surprised. That's more I can go shopping with.
More savings by managing your degrees and managing your devices.
All right, folks, a consumer alert for you right now. A scheme is looking to trick you out of cash during this cold snap. Hartsville police telling us that someone has access to utility payment records and is making phone calls pretending to work for the utility company. The caller will say that there's a problem with the system and that you need to make another payment just to keep your power on. Police say don't give out any personal information, just hang up on them. Also, a woman accused of writing more than $7,300 in bad checks is wanted in Darlington. Police say 29-year-old Erica Nolan wrote 3 checks from a bank account that was closed to local businesses. If you know where Nolan might be right now, give Darlington police a call.
This morning, the hunt is on to find the man who robbed a Dollar General in Darlington County. Take a look at your screens right now if you can. Deputies say it happened on Valentine's Day at the store on Lamar Highway. The victim told police a man walked up to the register and asked them to hand over the money. The employee says he appeared to have a gun in his pocket but never actually saw a gun. Investigators believe the man left the area in a black Ford Fusion. If you recognize the guy on your screen right now, please call the Darlington County Sheriff's Office.
Despite the cold, business must go on, and hundreds of business owners will be networking today right here in Myrtle Beach. The idea is for them to boost not only their own business profits, but basically the local economy at the same time.
That's right. Katrina Helmer joins us right now live to explain the reasons that this networking event is working.
Well, it's all about what experts call referral marketing. Business owners looking out for other business owners, teaming up to help each other be successful. Business Network International is a national networking organization, and we have 8 chapters here in the Grand Strand. Today is the 6th annual regional networking event. Hundreds of participating business owners are meeting up to network, share resources, and help other managers get involved. I spoke with the regional director. She tells me the people in this chapter are like a personal sales team for you, and they all provide references and resources for vendors or other connections. The owner of Ship On Site in Surfside has been a part of the BNI since opening his doors back in 2007. He tells me that this is one way local business owners can help build in their own support system.
What's important for a small business to know is you're marketing the general public, but It's also good to network with other businesses, so that's one of the main things that BNI offers to the business owner is an opportunity to network with other businesses in the area.
Each chapter has a list of businesses that are members, but as a member, you also have access to other chapters across the country and the world. If there's a need for a certain service or a product that perhaps isn't in your chapter, you can locate it through the network. Live in the studio, Katrina Helmer, WMBF News.
And we have a traffic alert for you about Enterprise Road in Conway today. From 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., crews will be directing traffic as equipment is moved across the road. You should expect delays if this is part of your commute. The number of people flying into Myrtle Beach International Airport this January is up from last year. MYR officials say almost 31,600 passengers arrived in Myrtle Beach just last month. That's an increase of more than 4% from January of 2014. Spirit Airlines carried the most passengers out of all of the carriers at the airport. But airport officials say January's growth this year is thanks to both Delta and U.S. Airways flying more people into our market than last year.
Of course, our top story this morning, the bitter cold. You're about to see some people who are making our area look like paradise. That's coming up next.
And back here at home, this cold snap could be one for the record books. I'm breaking down the next 24 hours right after the break.